You know, I was reading the other day that homeowners in the US alone are estimated to spend over $1 billion a year trying to soundproof their homes from noise pollution. And a big part of that is due to subwoofers, which are notorious for causing vibrations and rumbles that can travel through walls and floors. That's why, when I got my hands on the SVS PB17 Ultra Revolution subwoofer, I was particularly interested in seeing how this one stacked up. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. One thing that immediately caught my eye was the massive 17-inch driver. That's huge, and it's not exaggerating to say that it's one of the biggest subwoofers I've ever seen. But, does it live up to its size, or is it just all about show? Let me tell you, I've been using this thing for my home theater system, and the results have been nothing short of impressive. First off, it's ridiculously easy to set up. With the SVS Auto Room Correction with outboard microphone, it can basically calibrate the subwoofer to your specific room on the fly. This might not be as exciting, but trust me, it's huge, because the other subwoofers I've owned always took me ages to dial in just right. Now, let's talk about some specific benefits of this subwoofer. Firstly, it's got a whopping 1200W amp that really brings movies and games to life, especially in scenes that have explosive effects like crashes, gunshots, or even just explosions. It's crazy how immersive these scenes become with this subwoofer. Secondly, its frequency range is simply unmatched, from 15 Hz all the way up to 320 Hz. It's got you covered for everything from rumbles to deep bass. When you watch an action movie with this thing on, it basically makes the room feel like it's part of the movie itself. Very cool. Another advantage is that the subwoofer is controlled through their custom smartphone app, so you can make adjustments on the fly. This, combined with 6 separate PEQs, parametric equalizers, lets you fine-tune the sound to your exact liking. I've also noticed that the subwoofer control app lets you assign specific settings to different scenes, so you can have, for example, a movie setting that's optimized for action, or a music setting that's optimized for bass. It's super handy, and really opens up the possibilities for how you want to use your home theater. Lastly, the subwoofer looks amazing, and the black oak finish really stands out, which is nice because, let's be honest, subwoofers never exactly look like the centerpiece of your home decor. At the same time, you won't find any fancy curves or weird styling that might give away how big this subwoofer actually is. Now, let's talk about the pros and cons. On the plus side, this subwoofer delivers serious, earth-shaking bass. It's perfect for immersive home theaters or for just straight-up bass lovers. The auto room correction feature also makes it super easy to set up, and the app lets you customize the sound to your liking. Lastly, I really like the build quality. This thing's solidly made. On the downside, one thing I'll mention is that the subwoofer does require a dedicated 20-amp circuit to run it at full power, which might be a bummer if you're not sure if you can power it in your current setup. Additionally, due to its size, it can be tricky to navigate around, especially if you've got limited space. All in all, I've been really impressed with this subwoofer, and I think it's worth considering for anyone who's serious about building a top-notch home theater system. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. Thanks for watching.